welcome to the Nerdic Gods Podcast, episode 18. I am your host, Stephen. You could call me Sims. I'm joined by the Quitter of Games, Connor Knowles.
Howdy ho, Ranger Joe.
And the Lone Ranger, Daniel. How are you?
Oh, I'm the lone wolf.
So the reason why we're calling you the Lone Wolf, right? Because we played some Call of Duty yesterday. And Daniel doesn't like to work as a team. Oh no. I'm hunkered down.
Did he just go off in his own?
He just does one. I'm like, I've got this. We're in this base, and all of a sudden he's gone. He's halfway across the map. I don't understand it. And then he had this genius idea of let's go in this helicopter, and I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea. And he's like, oh no, this is a great idea. And I'm like, I don't think he's like, yeah, just trust me.
Who was flying the helicopter?
He was. And it was going well.
Okay.
We just fly around in circles. It's like, let's
him.
just see how long we can last. I was like, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, missile incoming. And I'm like, what? And then
Just
we
jumped
died
out.
instantly, and then it was game
Oh,
over.
no, hold on. You're missing something. There was the first one, which I flared away, and the second one killed us.
I was so upset. But I got some bad boy kills, I did. I'm not very good at Call of Duty. Anyway, we are going to start this episode very differently. As we all know, tomorrow, we're recording this podcast early. As we know, tomorrow is Thursday, which is the PlayStation reveal event. So we are going to start the episode with some predictions.
Oh, we're doing this first?
Yeah, we'll do it first. We will.
I like that.
We've all got a list of predictions, and then tomorrow we're going to record a special post. Is it post show? Yeah, post show.
Yeah.
Reactions, what we think of the reveal event, if it upset, and obviously we can find out if our predictions are incorrect or definitely incorrect.
Mine are gonna be all right.
Connor, we're gonna set the scene. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do five each that we agree on.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go around one prediction each, and we've also
We'll do one at a time, one each.
Okay.
I'll explain the points real quick. We're doing so you're gonna get multiple points based on how detailed your prediction is, you know. So if you predict the game is gonna get announced and then you predict the release date and you get those both right, you get 2 points, right? But if you got the release date wrong, you'd only get 1 point. Make sense?
No points.
I captain.
Yeah, if you got the whole thing wrong, no points.
That's
Right.
good.
Connor, do you want to go first?
All right. Who do you want to go first?
Connor.
Say that again, Sims?
Connor. Sorry.
Oh, me? Okay, I'll go first.
Damn internet.
Okay, cool. I'll take an easy one then. Maybe not easy,
Layup.
but I'll take one that I know where I'm going to say. Horizon 2 gets announced with a release window of spring 2021.
Oh, that's exactly mine.
Yeah.
Mine.
I figured.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be a launch game. I think that's just maybe like if Sony put out, all these games in 1 year, like, we still got Last of Us 2 and Ghost, and then they put out Horizon 2 at the end of the year, they win this year. So I just I don't know.
It's gonna overshadow Horizon a little bit, I think. The other two huge games.
Yeah, and I could totally see Horizon being like the big spring game that's coming out next year, and like they'll show a trailer. Yeah.
Do you think we'll get gameplay?
Say that again?
Do you think we'll get gameplay?
It'll be like in the trailer, I'd bet. Like it'd be like there'll be snippets of gameplay in the trailer. It'll be like a cinematic trailer, and they'll show like behind the back shot of Aloy like shooting a bow. I don't want to put that into my prediction. I will also say it'll probably be the best looking game we've ever seen.
First one already is, so.
Yeah, it's up there. I think with that's my engine, man.
Daniel, your prediction, please.
Okay. Sure. Let me see. I have a lot. Okay. Housemarque is going to announce a new game, and it will be a launch game.
Oh,
That's an easy one.
maybe. I could see that for sure. They always do that.
I don't have a game because they're all.
This is too big an event for Housemarque. I think.
What? They launched with the PS4.
Yeah, they launched
Yeah,
on
I know.
PS4, so
But they've been like separating themselves from PlayStation like throughout this gen.
They've had like four games this gen, so I think that they're going to do another launch game.
Yeah. Well, they had that cancel Battle Royale game too.
You
I don't remember that.
Coward,
yeah.
Daniel.
Go ahead, Sims.
Daniel,
was that yours?
You gotta be spicy, man. We've got. You can't just go, Housemarque. We all know what Housemarque's gonna do.
There's a Housemarque
game.
That's
too easy.
It's not a for sure. Connor he's hating my prediction.
I'm gonna go
Someone had to take credit.
Hard with we will get a new Crash Bandicoot game and the trailer, and it will be released next year.
So you think at the end of the trailer it just says 2021?
2021.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's a good one.
You like that one, boys? You like that spiciness?
I'm gonna throw out there. This is Activision.
I didn't think that.
Activision doesn't have their own event.
Yeah. So.
It's gonna happen, boys. I'm telling you that. Tomorrow we'll be here. Can't believe we saw Crash Bandicoot.
I can see it. I hope, man. I want a new Crash.
There, me. I'm straight in. Round 1, 1-2 punch, knockout.
I don't know though. With what's their name working on the Tony Hawk remake? Because I figured Vicarious Visions. I figured they would be the ones making the new Crash game. So I don't know. Maybe they got someone else on it.
Connor, your next
my second prediction,
please.
I'll take another easy one. Resident Evil 8 gets announced. It is titled Village, and there's a release window of early 2021.
Okay, good one.
So yeah, we get a trailer, get all that.
Who's the main character? Are you playing as Ethan? Are you playing as? Are you playing as somebody else?
Not part of my prediction. But yeah, Ethan. Yeah. I think all the rumors are true with the Village thing, with Ethan.
Okay, cool. Not a part of your prediction. I was just curious.
Yeah.
I love it.
It'll be hyped though.
Yeah, man. First person, Resident Evil, give it to me. Yeah, baby.
New one. This one's gonna be big too, big and scary.
Daniel. No, I don't know your second name. I do. I can't say. We struggle with your names. Nav O'Rowley.
Nav O'Rowley.
What can we get from you, please?
Oh, I'm gonna do another launch game.
Oh, he's going in again.
Sucker Punch. Sorry. Insomniac is making another Ratchet and Clank, and it will be a launch game.
Motherfucker. That's what I wanted. Is that launch game?
Launch game. This will launch with the PS5. This is the big one. Housemarque is kind of the low tier launch game, and then this will be what they're showing off for the launch game. Ratchet and Clank. It's been 4 years. Insomniac is a huge team. I think that they've had somebody developing this game for a while.
Yeah, definitely. This game's been done, I think.
You boys, man. You boys, you cowards. You coward. Look at you.
Coward.
With your cowardly predictions. I'm going in there hard. Blueprint's game is not Demon Souls. And it will be revealed. What is the game, may we ask?
That's so funny because that was one of mine too.
It's not Demon Souls. It's too easy. Yeah, Everyone knows.
What do you think it is?
Well, I didn't put that in my predictions.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't either. I put it was.
Don't think it's Demon Souls.
I just don't think it's Demon Souls.
A game that no one has guessed. That's what I put. This was my prediction. Game that no one has even thought about.
Did you even think?
I think it's 100% Demon Souls. There's been too much around it.
Nah, man, it's too easy. Too easy.
I think we all just hope it isn't because none of us are Souls fans.
Fuck no. Fuck Demon Souls. I played Demon Souls once. Me and my missus, we were like, "Oh, this Demon Souls is, it seems quite big." And it's like, should we just go and get it? Yeah, whatever. Early days, me and the missus, we just want to play games together and love each other and, be young and stupid. So we'll just nip out. We ended up going across the whole of my city, the next city, and we ended up finding it. We ended up paying like about £70 for it. Got it in, played it, went, it's a bit hard this, isn't it? And she was like, yeah. And then we never played it again. Connor.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Come on, Connor.
I'm gonna hit you guys with what I think the one big last thing is. Oh yeah, and we have one more thing moment. So the one more last thing moment is Marvel's Spider-Man 2. No release date. We'll get a trailer. It'll be an all cinematic trailer. It'll be heavily hinting towards Venom.
Give it me, Connor.
Something to do with Venom.
Miles.
Give me more, Connor.
And then no release date, no year, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Just the trailer.
Big splash. Cool.
Yeah. And that's the last thing.
No Miles at all. Not going to be.
Give me some more. Give me some more.
He might be, and if he has something to do with Venom in the story, I just think the trailer will have something to do with Venom.
In the end of that game hinted more at him.
Yeah. I mean, it had a lot to do with Harry, and it looked like the Simnia.
It was a reveal too, yeah.
What do they call the Venom thing?
Symbiote.
Yeah,
Symbiotes.
Where it just hit the glass. Oh my god.
Great moment.
The end.
Did you guys play the DLC?
I played the first one. I've got it.
Oh, okay. It's funny because you actually kind of have to play the DLC before the next one comes out. It like hints at a lot of shit.
I'm gonna have a look. I want to play it. It's not a long thing, is it? Daniel.
No.
Okay.
This is our third one. Or is this
is number 3.
Yeah, we're on
number 3. I guess I'm gonna keep going with not spicy because I think this one might be a bit of a Hail Mary, but I think that Media Molecule is going to show off a new Little Big Planet.
Nobody wants that.
Specifically made by Media Molecule?
Yes. By Media Molecule.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
But what I will say is that they showed Sackboy in their new PlayStation Studios logo, so they're still thinking about Sackboy.
Nobody's thinking about Sackboy.
Good point.
Even Sackboy is like not thinking about Sackboy.
But PlayStation.
I think they totally get another studio like they did with Little Big Planet 3 to make it.
And it's entirely possible. I definitely think that we'll see that.
It's half a point if they announced the new Little Big Planet. So
yeah,
not half a point, 1 point.
My turn.
Yes.
So this is I don't know. This is a bit of like what the missus. I asked the missus and asked, "What do you want?" She was, remember the game Biomutant?
Oh, with the little like rat thing running around with a sword. Yeah.
So Biomutant day one on the PS5.
I could see that because where the fuck is that game?
I know, yeah. It looks dead. All right. Do you know what I mean? Like it looks all right.
It's THQ, right?
Yeah, Nordic guys. So definitely 100% Biomutant. We see Biomutant tomorrow. It's day one PS5. It's just one of them.
I can see it.
It's one of those games.
I don't know if
it's a launch game,
and then Sony for the marketing on that.
It's just like you it's a launch game, innit? And you know when you buy a new console, you're like, oh, I'll buy this and I'll buy that. And
right, you just buy
random shit. Like I bought Killzone. Full Killzone. Connor, prediction number 4.
I'll go with kind of a boring one. They don't show the console, no price, no release date, none of that. So you might see the controller. I think you'll probably see the controller in someone's hand, but you don't see the console. You don't get a price. You don't get a release date. Be my bet.
Daniel, prediction number 4.
Okay. I have a few here that I'm thinking about.
Don't be a coward. Do it.
Let's do this one. I'm going to say at this point we would already have seen this game. I think that they're going to announce the new Call of Duty at this event.
Yeah, I could totally see
100%. Yeah.
Normally we would see a new Call of Duty already. Normally we would have had some sort of trailer. So
yeah,
I think that they already have it tied to PlayStation. Might keep it for at least the launch of PS5. So
yeah, they got the marketing with PlayStation, right?
And I mean, I'll do a launch window. It's probably November, I would assume. It's normally.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll give a specific date because they don't want to give the console release date. You know.
True, that's true. But it's going to be for our consoles now and next gen. So
you think we get like gameplay in a trailer or just like a cinematic trailer?
Just like a normal Call of Duty where it'll flash like somebody holding a gun shooting some stuff. And that'd be like the multiplayer side, and then probably have some campaign stuff in there too.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right with that one.
You coward. I'm calling you boys out, man. You're disappointing me.
Calling us cowards, but you're picking the same stuff. Sims, you just predicted Biomutant.
So
that's the craziest thing I've heard so far.
Ago.
That's the craziest thing I've heard so far.
What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? When do we want it now? We will see the new Silent Hills game.
Okay.
I knew someone was going to take it.
Interesting prediction. Interesting.
We will see it. It will be a teaser. It will be, Silent Hills is back and Konami or whatever's doing it. And
it's going to be titled Silent Hills, not just Silent Hills.
Just Silent Hill. No, it won't be Hills because then that would just be
Then
Kojima would just come through the door. He'd be like, ah, and they'd be like, no. And then it would just be a messy breakup on stage. You don't want that.
Yeah.
So a complete reboot? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, just start again. Silent Hill. Maybe I want to say a remake, but I think I'm locked into this now. So
yeah, the writer of Dead Space was hinting at something being revealed for the PS5 event. A lot of people are speculating that it's the Silent Hill game.
Interesting. It's a good fit.
Yeah, for sure. Is this our last one then?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look at my notes real quick because I forgot all my good ones. Hold on 1 second. Can you guys hear me still?
Yep.
Okay, cool. What do I want to go with? He took the Ratchet one. God damn it. Okay. I'm back. All right. One of the big things they reveal might be the biggest game, Knack 3.
Whoa!
Knack 3. I think Japan Studio hasn't released a game in a little while now, right? The last game was maybe Gravity Rush 2, maybe?
I'm not sure.
Maybe Last Guardian even. But yeah, I think Knack 3 is just... I don't know, though, now that I'm thinking about it, with the Ratchet game also coming out at launch. Possibly. I don't know if they want, 2 kid games, but fuck it. I'm going to go with Knack 3. I think it's a launch game.
People want it, man.
Show trailer, all that, yeah.
Daniel.
Knack 3.
Prediction number
What was that?
5.
So interesting.
I don't even like
Knack. I have some choices here. Yeah, you brought up Ico with other game. Just their game. What about doing a Team Ico one? Do this one. I think that Rocksteady is going to finally reveal their game.
You think that's here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that E3 getting canceled threw that all off, right? Because WB was supposed to have their own conference, and it surely would have been. So they gotta be somewhere.
This game's probably more ready than anything else they were going to show. I think it's probably going to come out next year.
Yeah, it's been a while with Rocksteady.
This is the Batman thing, that's it.
I'm not going to say it's Batman. I don't know what it is because I don't. Probably going to surprise.
No, it seems like WB Montreal is making a Batman.
Yeah, so Rocksteady. Who's got the Harry Potter game?
Made the old Batman games.
We
don't know yet.
I'm just going to say Rocksteady will reveal their game. It'll be out next year.
Okay.
And the last and final prediction. I don't know. Oh man. The console will be revealed. And it will be a tower, just like the Series X.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Black and white?
I'll even be stupid and say it will be $450 US dollars.
Interesting. I was going to ask you after
on it too.
Price was because one of my predictions was the price.
I think there's no way they put a price on it.
It's rumored to be $600.
They eventually have to put a price on this thing. I mean, I think it's going to be $500. I still think Series X is $400. I didn't make that as my prediction.
So, boys.
Yeah, I still think they're both going to be $500.
That's the predictions.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see who wins.
You're a bunch of cowards. Just thought I'd let you know.
I like it.
I expect more,
you predicted Biomutant.
Biomutant. You wait.
I came out with Spider-Man 2.
Oh man, I had Spider-Man too, but you stole it.
Oh, okay.
I have some crazier predictions. I just didn't really, or crazier game announcements, or even some teams that you guys didn't even think about.
Yeah, what were you guys?
I can tell you some. I can tell you some here. One was the price. Didn't do the price. I was gonna. Another one was Gran Turismo, a new Gran Turismo
I had
game.
Gran Turismo as well. Yeah.
A new showing off Street Fighter 6. Another one.
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Team Ico, I was going to say they'll show off a new game. They haven't.
Yeah, they're rumored to be working on like a sci-fi game.
Interesting. Quantic Dream showing off a new game. I know they're not tied to PlayStation as much. Still, it's a good place to reveal a game. This is one you guys all probably didn't even think about. Drinkbox. Drinkbox might reveal a game.
Who? What do they make?
Drinkbox. Guacamelee. They did Severed.
Oh, okay.
Ready at Dawn. They've been quiet for a long time in terms of a AAA game. We'll see something from them.
Oh, that's the Order guys.
Yeah, the Order. Yeah.
Yeah, there was all those rumors of a sequel to the Order too.
Or yeah, maybe that got scrapped.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, hopefully.
My last one was Atlas. Atlas showing off a new game.
They announced a new game like a while ago. It's like a fantasy game.
I haven't heard anything.
It was like a long ass time ago they announced that. Maybe it's not even a thing anymore.
So, very briefly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Briefly,
I don't put out Royal.
Very briefly, I had a Spider-Man trailer. They end with the Horizon Zero Dawn. Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 teaser.
Oh wow,
it's too early.
I want it so bad. New BioShock teaser.
Too early.
New studio acquired.
Maybe.
An Astrobot platformer.
That'd be cool.
That's not a VR game?
No, not a VR game. And a special guest. A special guest like Keanu. But not
The
Keanu.
Rock.
But yeah, like Dwayne Johnson. I was going to say The Rock as well. Like just
the only problem with that one would be they would be doing an actual conference, you know. I don't really know if that's what this is going to be.
Does anyone think Horizon's a launch game?
No.
Like you put it, you hit the nail on the head. You don't want to put Horizon out after you've just put Last of Us and Tsushima out, do you?
Right.
Because if it's not good enough, then it's always going to be. It's never going to be thought of. Like I don't think you want to put any more PlayStation first-party games out after Tsushima.
It's just going to be like Killzone Shadowfall or something you kind of forget about. I want that for Horizon too.
Yeah, I think Horizon's just too big now. I think like they'll want to give it its own space.
And that is the predictions. So we're going to go back to normal run of the show. Guys, what have we been playing? Who wants to go first? Come on, pick one.
How about you?
I'll go first. All right, I'll go first.
Sims, you go.
I'll go first. Go ahead. I forgot what I've been playing. So I'll start with like a Final Fantasy VII OG little update. So I've been playing this game. Not in small chunks, but I'm running through it really quick because I got the speed on. I've got the cheats on, so I'm not dying. Unless someone one shots me, that's a bit of a bastard. Because if it works like you get hit, your HP will go down, but then I'll go straight back up, along with your limit break and stuff like that. So I don't want to go into spoilers in case somebody's not. I mean, everyone knows the big spoiler, but that has just happened for me. And then it says end of part 1, and I'm like, what? I've been playing this game for 13 hours.
That happens that quickly in that game, like the big thing.
13 hours is long, man.
Oh, also speeding it up too. So
I'm
it's probably
it up. So it's very. I've turned it off a few times. The times 3 speed is very slow game.
Yeah, 13 hours out of like an 80-hour game, though. You know.
I mean, I'm not doing any of the side quests. I am literally just brushing through it. I'm getting all the main story beats.
So you're probably more like traditionally 20 hours.
Probably, yeah. I am. It is very good. It's very old. It's very frustrating because sometimes it's like you don't know where to go, but there's an exit and an entrance in this. Like I want to say, like it's like someone's put a drawer in, and you're running across this drawer, and it's dead weird. It's like it's 97, so it's a very old game. I'm enjoying it. I don't want to give up on it. I'm gonna just gonna keep playing it for an hour here and there. I play it in the morning. Might play it in bed sometimes.
It's
I'm
nice
following.
You got it on Switch, right?
Pardon?
It's nice you got it on Switch.
Yeah, I
right?
can just have it portable.
Yeah.
Sitting like I've been grinding. Before I started this, I was just grinding because I think I'm a bit lower leveled because I'm not really. You can turn the encounters off as well. So sometimes I just turn the encounters off, get to the next story beat, and then I hit this snake, and he just battered me. So I just leveled up like 10 times, and then I ended up whooping his ass.
There's a snake.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Look,
like
there's a snake. You walk out and like, I don't know. Did you get it too, where Sephiroth just kills it?
No, I've just seen Sephiroth in the Temple of Agents, and then he does one.
Okay, well, what happened to me when I played it? I left Midgar and I was running around. I ran to this giant snake, and Sephiroth just jumped out and killed it.
We're not even in Midgard. This was, yeah.
Oh, I know this is out of Midgar.
Yes. Yeah. What I will say is like the game now, the remake 2 will be open world. It has to be. I didn't know there was an open world bit in Final Fantasy VII original. So as soon as you leave Midgard,
I didn't know that either.
So as soon as remake ends, you leave Midgard, which we all know this, and the game will open up. The game will be massive. It will be an open world.
So you kind of like travel the whole planet.
Yeah,
then?
you travel the whole world, like the whole world.
Okay.
And traveling in this original open world map is horrendous, absolutely horrendous. Yeah, it's old. Old game is old. I've not let it. Sometimes it's got on my nerves because I just don't know where to go. I'm following a guide sometimes. I think I've got another couple more story beats, and I've finished it. I think I need to grind a lot though. Where the next game, I played another game. I don't play 2 games at once, but this is the exception. I caved. I gave in. I don't play games again, but I started Last of Us again.
Yeah.
And oh my god, this game.
Yeah, I replayed it last year.
This game is special. This game is
still so good, right?
It's so good. Like I didn't think I'd stick it out. I thought I'd put it on and be like, nah, I can't do it again. I'm popping these like Last of Us binge as well. Like I'm watching the kind of funny playthrough with Nick Scarpino. I listened to the official podcast today. That you have to watch. You have to listen to that hour-long podcast today. So I think there's a couple of parts. Listen to it. It's fantastic. Listen to Troy Baker.
Do they talk about Last of Us Part 2?
No, not yet. They said they're going to
yet?
start talking about that on the July the 7th episode.
Okay.
So you should have finished the game.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's incredible.
Right.
It's really good. Like on about Troy Baker when he was doing that first scene where Sarah. I'm going to spoil it. Spoilers for The Last of Us. If you've not played it, what are you doing here?
Yeah, why are you watching this?
Where his daughter dies and he's holding her and he was like he did that take. He says before he took that take, he got himself in this emotional space where like he put himself in a moment he'd been through before, and he thought he'd nailed it. And then Neil Druckmann said, "I want to do it again." And then Troy Baker admitted he was pissed off. It was like, what are you on about? That was like the greatest thing I could have ever done. Like I put everything into that. I'm emotionally drained by that one take. He took it. They said they did it 7 times. And then a couple of months went by, and then Neil said, "Oh, we need to do it again." And Troy Baker was like, "No, that was perfect the first time." And then Neil Druckmann says something, and Troy Baker was like, "This is like Troy Baker's words said. Neil Druckmann's the greatest game director in the whole world. Like he knew what he was doing, and stuff like that." Honestly, for the a whole hour of this podcast, I was gripped. It was incredible.
I just wanted that scene to be perfect.
It's so good, and. But like my missus, I played it, and then I watched the playthrough again, and then I put it in the background, and I wanted to watch Nick Scarpino's like reaction to Sarah's death. Obviously, Nick Scarpino is made of stone, so he's just gonna make a joke out of it. But my missus was watching it with me, and she's crying her eyes out. She goes, she's seen that she's platinum the game, so she must have played it a good 4 or 5 times, and She goes every time she cries, every time. And I remember when it was 2013. So my oldest daughter was not even 1. She was born in October 2012, and then this game was released June 2013. And watching that scene, oh my days, like it broke me. Like
people always talk about that. You get something different out of it when you have kids, right?
Oh my, it's horror. It's heart wrenching. I watched it again, and I stuck. You know, it didn't affect me as much because I knew it was coming. And I was like, I'm emotionally ready for this scene, but it's incredible. Troy Baker's performance is phenomenal. I've got through the game like really quickly. I started it at the weekend and yesterday.
Oh, you beat it already?
No, I haven't. No, but I know I'm going to. Like,
where are you at?
I've Joel's injured, and I've just become Ellie, and I've met David, and that right.
Oh, so you just started Winter?
Yes, I have. Yeah. And I was like, I could continue playing last night, and I was like, I could easily get through this scene, this bit of the game, but I don't want to rush it. Like, I've got a whole week of. I've got to kill another week before Last of Us 2.
Yeah,
I don't
want
to start
another
game.
10 days?
Yeah, exactly.
9 days?
And I've got I don't want to. So I'm gonna finish it over the weekend. The game's phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. It's very violent, but there was someone said on the podcast, they were saying it's like PS3 graphics and like PS3 violence, and I was like, I don't understand that. And I don't understand what you mean by PS3 violence. But you know, when you crush a guy's skull against the wall, or you shoot a guy's head off, it's not proper. Like it's like a stump. It doesn't.
Sure.
And obviously in Last of Us 2, it's going to be a lot more disfigured.
Yeah, its age shows a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
Like I think with all the like water parts and stuff, where you gotta like go and get Ellie, that's such like a last gen thing. And then just like little shit like that you can notice, but
it's just like Ellie's performance is incredible. I forgot her name. What's her name?
Ashley Johnson.
And it's just the little sarcasms like they have. It's just like there was one bit before we meet Tommy, and I've got to go and get the pallet, and she was like, "Yeah, I know, I'm gonna get on the fucking pallet." Like the way she reacted, like a child. The game is phenomenal. Like, don't get me wrong. There's times where it does get frustrating that the gunplay isn't great. It's typical Naughty Dog, but their storytelling and their character building and the way when they meet these certain characters and when certain people die and certain people come in and out of the story, it gets you every time. And I just had a big smile on my face all the way through it, and I can't believe I'm actually playing it again. I don't play games again. It's just something I don't do. There's always a game to play. Why go back to an old one?
Yeah, I actually love the gameplay in The Last of Us. I find it like so. It's like unique in how like it's so intense, right? Like
always
something about it. Like it's like the most intense thing you can play, especially when you're fighting like the actual humans. Go on them. It's great. I love the way they make the stealth like continuous too. Like you keep going. Like I don't like in stealth games where like I'm just like sitting in a bush and waiting for a guy to pass for like 5 fucking minutes or whatever. The Last of Us, you have to like keep moving and keep going. It's like the kind of stealth I really enjoy in games. Are you worried at all about getting burnt out playing The Last of Us?
I can't
playing
wait.
2? No,
I'm so excited.
Okay.
I've
that always worries me about
so
playing
much.
like a first one before a sequel's coming out. Is like, oh, I don't want to get burnt out on it.
I've listened to spoiler casts. I've started the Last of Us had a documentary like the God of War one did, and I didn't realize. So I'm watching that grounded.
I've never seen that one.
Oh no, I started it. It's really good. Please listen to that podcast. He's so
I will.
good. But that's it. I played a bit of Warzone, but Call of Duty.
Warzone.
Connor, what have you been playing?
I have played and beaten BioShock Minerva's Den, the DLC to the sequel. Yeah, it was great. I was not disappointed with it. It was fantastic. The writing in this, there is audio logs in these that were so like emotional and good that like I couldn't believe like why is this such like a hidden gem, you know, the Minerva's Den. I feel like
spoilers. Give me a pitch.
A pitch. So okay, you're a reactivated Big Daddy, and this man named Porter has reactivated you along with Miss Tenenbaum, who's in the first game, and she's in the second one a little bit. She's the kind of like the leader of the Little Sisters, you know. She runs the orphanage that all the Little Sisters are at. But anyways, these two have reactivated the Big Daddy, and they want you to go into Minerva's Den to get the blueprints and the code for this machine called the Thinker. And the Thinker is like, it's this machine that the guy Porter invented along with his assistant. His name's Reed Wall. And they invented the Thinker to like run Rapture. Like they wanted to run, everything there, like just control the city pretty much. Like, it runs like the train system and like all the time and the electricity, all that. And so basically that's basically the base pitch is they want you to break into Minerva's Den, which is now being controlled by Reed Wall, who was Porter's former assistant. And he's like, he's a druggie on Adam. And, he's pretty much a splicer at this point. He's gone crazy, right? He's locked down that whole area and he just wants the Thinker for himself so he can use it for like things like betting and just like he wants to use it to predict the future so he can, become powerful pretty much. So you as the Big Daddy have to break in there and steal the Thinker back pretty much. It's the base pitch. And there's a great twist at the end, incredible twist. I did not see it coming. I thought I had it like figured out like halfway through. Because it's Bioshock, there's going to be a twist. I thought I had it figured out, and I did not at all. It was very surprising, caught me off guard. They do a lot of things in the gameplay a little bit differently. So there's a new weapon called... Daniel, what's that one gun called in Halo that like just shoots a yellow beam? You know what I'm talking about? Yes, it is that. It's exactly that. It's just a beam. It's just a laser beam, pretty much, that just shoots one consecutive beam.
I love this.
And that's pretty... Yeah, that's pretty much the main weapon you use in the game. Because, so you start off like super weak, and it's not like you upgrade a lot like in Bioshock 2 to where you almost feel like overpowerful by the end of it. You kind of just stay weak the whole time because it's so short. But that almost helps the gameplay because you have to. It's like becomes a much slower process to make it through the game. Like you have to play really carefully because you will die. It's like, long. What was that?
Whole thing very long?
It was about 4 hours. That's
okay.
It. Yeah. So yeah, and they pretty much keep the difficulty at like the end of Bioshock 2. So it's like the last area of Bioshock 2's difficulty, but you have no upgrades and stuff that you would get throughout that game. So it's much harder than the regular one. So you have to take your time much more, which I liked. There was new plasmids and shit. There was this one called the Gravity Well. And it's I've seen this in other games before, but you just like shoot a giant ball and it like just sucks everything into it, like people, all these robots and stuff. It's really trippy looking. So I really like that. I like that more. I don't understand why that wasn't in the original Bioshock 2 because they didn't have any new plasmids in Bioshock 2. Not that I can remember. But then this Gravity Well one, yeah, it didn't differentiate itself from Bioshock 1 at all. But this Gravity one did, like, a lot. Like, it changed a lot of the gameplay, and I was using it all the time. And you can upgrade it and stuff, and by the time I got that third upgrade, it, like, shoots acid as well and, like, hurts everyone. It was really cool. There's a lot of new, like, details in it, too. Like, there's, like, Atom you can collect throughout the map now in this DLC, which is kind of weird, but it was cool. So you can do that and then upgrade your Atom like that now. Because the little sister thing isn't really... You can still get little sisters and then rescue them and then get Adam that way, but it's not really like... I only saw like probably 2 little sisters. It doesn't really seem like they want you to focus on that. There's also like little mini games too. Like the whole DLC overall just felt more detailed than regular Bioshock 2. Like there was a little mini game where you just like controlled this little plane and you just shot down other planes. It reminded me of like if you play Fallout 4, those like games you played on the Pip-Boy. You know what I'm talking about, Sims? You like collect them throughout the world.
No, I don't know. I must have missed that.
Okay. No. No, yeah. There was like you could make your Pip-Boy like a little Game Boy and like play these little games on it. But yeah, it was really good overall. I don't want to give too much away about the twist or anything.
I want to know
play it if you haven't played it. If you like Bioshock, play this DLC.
I want to know what it is because I'd love to know.
Oh, the twist? I'll tell you after this.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I'll tell you later for sure. But yeah, that's all I played. I'm not playing anything now. I'm waiting for Last of Us. Yeah, traditionally, I wait. Before a big game comes out, I don't play anything for like a week.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, if it's like a big game, like The Last of Us Part 2 is to me,
you're saving it all up.
Yeah. I'm just gonna miss video games for like a couple days, you know.
I'm so weird.
Last of Us 2 gets here. Yeah, I know I am weird.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I love it, but it's weird.
Daniel?
Yeah.
What have you been playing?
So I started Death Stranding. I've been talking about it for weeks and weeks. It's on sale right now on PlayStation sale. It's like 23 or 24 bucks. So I said, wow, that's a, big sale. So I just bought it. It's a gorgeous game. I did not like I saw trailers and I knew it was a really pretty game, but that Decim engine is on another level.
It's special, right?
Yeah, between Death Stranding and Horizon, like they're just two of the best looking games I've ever seen.
Yeah, except for the water. They get that weird like in between of like a cartoony look, but then also like super realistic.
Yeah. The water is the only thing at times the water looks a little iffy, but the rest of the game looks pretty good. And it's just a really weird game that I love. Sony gave him so much money and a big budget to make this game. I love it.
This game to me like totally could have been an indie game. But
it is the biggest budget indie game I've ever seen.
For sure.
It really is. And I love that. Do
you like the story so far?
Okay, yeah. So basically where I am is I just ran past this like mule camp. I just got into like this little base right after that. I've reconnected with the very first one you see. Okay. Got like a slight cutscene type of thing. I like ran away because it started timefall. I think this is like the third like place that I've set back up, turned back on. So I'm not that far. Just a couple hours in. I haven't had any combat yet. I know that there is combat in the game. You sure how long?
I watched.
Yep.
My missus played it, and I was like always in and out of watching it because her telly's over here, and it always looked brilliant. It always looked beautiful. There was just a lot of walking, and I want to play it because I want to get the context. But I saw not that much combat, very little combat.
There's very little in the game.
Yeah. What I will say, I do want to like. A lot of props to these moments. There's been I think 3 at this point. You'll just be walking on a hill and it'll just start kicking in a song.
Yeah,
and it'll have the artist and the name of the song right there, and it's
credits, yeah.
And at one point, the camera cuts really far back, and you're really small or smaller, and you're just walking, and you're just taking in this world and. Makes you feel alone in a weird way listening to this music. Like I feel like Kojima really picked these songs well so far.
Yeah, the music was my favorite part of the game. The music was fantastic.
I've
seen the end. I watched the ending, but there was no context to it. But at this point, I was like, this is a special game, and it like kind of hated it, but you're loving it, and it depends on the person. Like I go downstairs to my missus and say, "Do you enjoy this game?" She loved it. It's one of those you either hate it or you're gonna love it.
It's very Kojima.
I don't know because where Daniel's at right now, I was enjoying myself up to the point. I'm curious what you think another 20 hours from now, Daniel.
Okay, I put it on an easy difficulty. Just gonna kind of play it at my own pace and do most of the story. Like I'm not in it for all the side quests and trying to build everything or whatever. Like I don't know how much I need to do or don't need to do.
There really aren't side quests, like sort of, but
okay. The performances are great so far. I haven't met the whole cast yet. I haven't really met Troy Baker yet.
Have you met Matt Nicholson?
There's been a few cutscenes of him so far.
Okay. He's great. He's fantastic. I thought Norman Reedus was terrible in that game.
I think you have to like Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus can only play
like The Walking Dead. I like Norman Reedus.
Because I like Norman Reedus.
It's like,
yeah, I haven't had grunts really. Like so far, just the normal him talking and stuff. Like he's just very against everything. He's just kind of doing his job. He's not it for the company. He's not really in it for America. just kind of doing what he wants to do. He wants to be away from everybody. I can't wait to kind of see where his character goes.
Do you think you're going to finish this before The Last of Us?
Before, probably. I mean, it's a little less than 2 weeks, so probably, yeah. I'm going to try.
Anything else you've been
It's
playing?
like 40, 45 hours, you know? So
yeah, it
I'm
depends
gonna
what
try.
you do. If you just mainline it, I'm sure it's only 40 to 45 hours.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to try.
I think it's
mostly
40 hours.
Under?
Over.
Okay.
A lot over. I got 40 hours in, and I was trying to do just the main story, and I didn't even
You
beat
exploring a lot?
The game makes you explore. Like you'll see. You're very early still. I'll say that.
I can't wait till next week now. I really want to play it. The amount of times I've nearly put it in my PlayStation.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, I played a little more Far Cry 4, not a lot. I don't know if I'm going to beat it. You know, I kind of said that last week. I might just pop in every now and then just to maybe do an outpost.
The one, it's like I played that, but I couldn't even tell you if I beat it, you know, type thing.
Yeah, I might just pop in, go get a tower, go do an outpost, go shoot some people.
Now and then. Yeah, that's fine.
Then we will go to the news. Just a bit to let everybody know, I might look distracted. I'm keeping an eye on the IGN because IGN might be revealing something in 3 minutes' time. So we'll get to that when we get to that. We'll start with. It's been a very slow week. I think it's
about to pop off.
It's about to pop off, and I think we're
about to pop off.
We'll start with Naughty Dog's vice president Neil Druckmann hasn't yet decided if his next game will be The Last of Us Part 3 or a brand new IP. This is a very difficult conversation to have because we don't have the game. We've not played the game. We don't know what happens at the end of Last of Us. Is it going to just be a full stop? Is this just one of those? I don't know. How can I put it? Like a diversion or I don't know. How can I put it? He's just saying it for the sake of it because he knows how it ends.
He could be. I thought it was interesting in the article because I always thought if he was gonna make a Last of Us 2, that it was gonna just be different people. It wouldn't have anything to do with Joel and Ellie. But he said specifically, he said specifically in that article that like at that point, why wouldn't I just make a new IP? Is what he was basically saying to that. So it sounds like if there's gonna be a Last of Us Part 3, it's gonna have Joel and Ellie somehow. Obviously, we don't know Part 2. Well, maybe Sims does, but. I hope it's a new IP personally. I really want I like this like make a new IP and then make Last of Us Part 3 towards like the end of the PS5 generation. It'd probably be by then.
I didn't really even want Part 2 to be honest, and
I would like perfectly fine without a Part 2.
I would like to see a new, because like we wouldn't have got The Last of Us if it wasn't for them doing a new IP, right?
Sure.
So I'd like to just like let them try something different. I would honestly, it might sound crazy, but let them do narrative game in like some sort of sci-fi world.
Yes,
they get a little weird
at that for years. With there's like little hints at I forget what they call it. There's like a comic book series in Uncharted and The Last of Us.
Was that what she was reading in the car?
It might be. Yeah.
The first game?
I know someone has a poster of it in their room. Oh, at the end of Uncharted 4, there's a poster.
Okay.
I don't want to
It'd be cool to see them do some like narrative sci-fi story.
What's the poster?
Really cool.
What's the poster?
There's a poster of like this sci-fi world that Naughty Dog's been hinting at throughout their games since like Uncharted 3. And that's always been like a theory of like, oh, they're going to make a game out of that next.
It'd be nice. I think I after playing Last of Us, I've not even finished it yet, but I know how it finishes. I don't think we needed a part 2. I'm happy.
Me too.
The game's perfect. I'm playing it again. The game's perfect, absolutely perfect. Like there's nothing. The only thing wrong with it is its age. Remake this game
at this point
and put it out next Friday with all of these like upgraded, whatever it is, how good Last of Us 2 looks, I'd be happy. So I will say, with me knowing The Last of Us Part 2, what happens kind of thing, it's not about the moments that I know about. Do you know what I mean?
It's about the journey.
It's about the little moments, and I didn't mention this in what I've been playing, but the moments where Ellie stops and she goes, "Fireflies, I've never seen fireflies before," or "You see the monkeys," and she's happy to see these monkeys.
The monkeys.
And she tells a joke, or you just watch the world around you. Like, the game is like, I'm so emotionally involved in this game. This game is fucking incredible.
And that's the thing, right? Is Naughty Dog can do that with like anything. They can make a whole new IP, bring all that into the new IP. That's why new IPs are so exciting from like big, great studios like that.
7 years later, and this game is still the best game I've ever played in my life.
Is it?
100%.
Wasn't in your top 5. I was the only one that had it in the top 5.
I didn't want to put it in there because...
Good point.
I don't know. I thought it was too old.
Too old? What?
You think after 7 years it would be?
But anyway. Super Mario World came out in the 90s. It's the greatest platformer of all time.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Where are we? We had a big Destiny 2 event blowout. I tried to watch it. I watched it, admittedly. It's more... There's a rollout of... They've got planned DLC, but I suppose that an add-on for 2020, 21, and 22, which is great to know. They got a roadmap. They got a new DLC called. I want to say DLC. Am I right to say DLC?
Yeah, expansion, whatever.
Expansion. The new one's called Is it Blinding Light? The Blinding Light.
Beyond Light.
My headphones are playing up, so I'm sorry. I text my friend this morning. I was like, look, I'm gonna play Last of Us, and then I'm gonna be kind of looking for things to play. Should we just start Destiny? It's free. Start this Destiny-based game, and then max level on that, and then we'll see where we feel about it. And that's because of this. How do we feel about this?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of on the outside with this. I would have preferred them to just move on to Destiny 3. Just make Destiny 3. Which I know would have been the plan if they stayed with Activision. But it's like, you're not going to draw me back into this with like... I was never like the guy that's going to like play Destiny for months on end anyways, Like, I bought the game out. Just played through the story, and then I put it down like I do with every other game. So I would have preferred just a Destiny 3 because I'm not going to go back and play these expansions. But it seems like the community is really happy more expansions just for Destiny 2. So, let them have it. I don't care.
Are you not the type of gamer, the guy to play, to grind, to level up, to do the raids, etc.?
Right.
Are you? Is that what you want? Are you not that type of person to do that? Are you just
me?
Buy the
no,
game?
I'm not. That's not me. Yeah, I'm just gonna play through the campaign and then put it down. That's pretty much how I look at every game, but yeah, no, it would take like a special game to like hook me to something where I'm just going to play it months on end, and Destiny wasn't it. Daniel, I know you're a bigger fan though, right?
Love Destiny. Destiny 2 did not hold me. The first game did. What I saw from this and they've talked about is they're introducing a new element-ish, and it's going to have a new kind of subclass for each of the classes. You are going to take hold of the darkness. So if you guys have ever played Destiny, there's fire damage, there's arc damage, and there's void damage. And then all the subclasses, each one of those. Now we're each of the Titan, Warlock, and Hunter and have a darkness power. I haven't really said what they are.
Is there going to be like a new, like you just said, there's the Hunter and the Titan, the other one, right?
Not a new main class, a new ability.
Okay.
So
you would think they would add like a new main class, right? If the expansion's that big.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. They're pretty varied. the subclasses. So I don't necessarily think that they need to have a new main class.
Is this enough to get you back?
It looks exciting. I pop in. I'm with Connor 100%. They will not draw me fully in unless it's Destiny 3. We're redoing everything. To me personally, I think that they ruined a lot of Destiny stuff with Destiny 2.
Is that
especially where Destiny
Activision leaving?
Oh, way before. I honestly think that people hate on Activision way too much. I don't think that they're as evil as a lot of people think they are. But I mean, they have some evil tendencies. No doubt about that. Where Destiny 1 ended, it's fantastic.
And so you liked like the end game to Destiny 1? Not that I don't know what you call it.
Especially with all the expansions.
It's almost like the main game, right? After
Destiny
the campaigns.
Destiny 1's main problem was the main campaign. It wasn't great. And then all the expansions, for the most part, once Taken King came out in 2015, Taken King was amazing. And that's when Destiny 1 really completely changed. Became so good all the way until Destiny 2.
It's funny you say that because I have such a bad memory of Destiny 1 because I just played it for like that week, and played through the campaign. And
it's out on the Taken King era.
Okay.
It really did.
So, I hate to interrupt, but breaking news. The werewolf apocalypse has just been announced at IGN's Game Summerfest. It looks fucking good, boys. Let me tell you.
Who's it developed by?
Nah, I didn't see. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
I'll let you know. It's very quick. I'm trying to listen to you, and I'm trying not to be rude. But it looks great.
No, you're good.
Please check that trailer out. There's a lot of werewolves. It looks very horror-y. More at NanCon, July the 7th or 17th.
Their gameplay, is this like a first-person game?
It was a cinematic. It was just a cinematic trailer.
Oh, just a cinematic trailer. Okay.
So there's your breaking news. I'll keep an eye on that as the podcast develops.
What were we talking about? Destiny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, basically, I'll just finish up what I was saying. Basically, all the way until Destiny 2 came out, then that first bit of Destiny, I'd say the first few months, like the campaign was much better. They improved on that. Engine was improved. Really liked it. And then getting into the end game of base Destiny 2 was just not good, especially where we were in Destiny 1. I was excited
because I like Destiny 2 much more for like the 2 weeks I played it, played through the campaign. Yeah.
The multiplayer, I think, overall was disappointing as well. There's way less game modes.
That's another thing I loved in Destiny was the PvP in Destiny 2.
I liked that it became 4-on-4. It was fun. But yeah, I wish that the option to have 6-on-6 was still there because 6-on-6 was just a lot of fun.
Moving on.
I would like to just throw out that live event that they just had this weekend.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I would like to see what more Bungie can do with trying to do a live event like that.
Especially under the circumstances. I'm very interested in all these events that's happening right now. It's how they're going to do it.
Yeah, being at home and stuff. But yeah, it's like it wasn't crazy. They kind of just blew up that big ship from the campaign. So Connor, I don't know if you remember the ship in the base campaign for Destiny 2, where it was trying to put
wasn't like the ship you go on. It was just like flying out there.
It is. You go on it at the end of the game. It's the one that was putting the thing around the Traveler, like locking him.
Oh, okay.
That basically that live event was just blowing that thing up.
Doesn't the one dude die now? The guy that Nolan North voiced? Maybe not Nolan North. Oh no, it was Nathan Fillion.
Was Nathan Fillion, and then Nolan North took over for the Forsaken DLC. But yeah,
he's like
a little bit. We can move on.
We can move on. Itch.io bundle for racial equality. 742 items for a very low price of $5. Daniel?
It's a lot of shit.
What do we get?
$5.
What's up?
What do we get? Do we know?
So I didn't look up everything.
Okay.
But there's a few. You get Celeste is one of them. It's already worth $5.
100%.
I actually don't remember a bunch of them. I know if anybody listening here follows Blessing at all, he was tweeting out a bunch of the games. Here, let me see. Let me just go to the bundle actually.
It's definitely a great though. It's for a good cause, and if they're gonna chuck 742 items at you for $5, you'd be stupid not to take it.
Take it.
Why have I not taken it? I'm gonna have a look, and if I can give $5, I'm gonna.
So $5. It's Night in the Woods, which is another one worth $5.
I love Night in the Woods.
I've not played it.
Yeah, it's Minute. If you guys remember Minute, cool little game.
I've heard of it.
Oh yeah.
Jared Petty wouldn't shut up about it.
Yeah, he loved that game.
I love Jared Petty. He's my dad.
They're all indie games, so it's just really cool they're doing this. So far,
you said Celeste, and it's already worth it. But
Celeste is just worth this
for what it is, though. For $5, £5, whatever you want to call it, all for a good cause. Bang on! All these companies, everyone, Nintendo's matching every donation, etc., and
good Bleed 1 and 2.
Good for everybody. It's only for a good cause, and after the week that we just had, it's definitely everyone's just coming together and trying to raise money for a good cause. And with that, we'll move on. We have a rumor: Far Cry 6 to be revealed at the Ubisoft Forward on the event on the 12th of July, which is Ubisoft's big blowout. Which we would have got that last week, which makes me sad.
What are they calling it? UB
Ubisoft
EA Play?
Forward. Ubisoft Forward.
Okay, that's it.
So we'll see more.
They're coming up with these wacky names of these.
Do we want a Far Cry 6? We had this conversation last week.
Fuck yeah.
I do, but I know it's just more Far Cry, and I don't mind that because
Far Cry 5 was great.
Yeah, 100%. But it's rumored to be in a different setting, more exotic.
It's cool. Sure, bring it to something. Get to like a desert setting or something. I don't know, something they haven't done.
I think a few weeks ago we were talking about the voice actor for Voss was saying he might be back. Maybe he'll pop up in this. That'd be cool. I'd love that. I think we're all pretty big Far Cry fans, right?
Yeah. His name is Michael Mondo.
Yeah.
Great actor.
Traditionally, the year after the console launch is usually pretty weak, right? You know, like 2014, weak. I'd imagine the PS3, Xbox, the year after those came out. So hopefully it comes out right then. You know, I love that Far Cry game.
Usually takes a little bit. Ubisoft is always good for launches, though. So that's why we're getting Assassin's Creed. You know,
I feel like this launch is going to be more like packed than others, though. So I would like this like next year sometime during like a down period. I don't like it when like a Far Cry comes out and there's a bunch of other games coming out. I want to play right at the same time.
Yeah,
you know? Far Cry just immediately goes on the back burner.
We got away with it this year, didn't we? As much as everybody was disappointed, but this year in March we were expecting Watch Dogs Legion. I think we would have just got Last of Us. Cyberpunk was due in April. It would have been too much. It would have been way too much. It'd have been great content.
Yeah, definitely.
We'd have had some good discussions. But, you know, give these people time. Definitely more Far Cry. I don't mind. I like Ubisoft. I like every Ubisoft game. There's not a Ubisoft game I don't like. So as long as they come out like you know, as long as they're not on top of each other, it can only be a good thing. It's gonna sell. People like Far Cry. People live for Far Cry. Not live for it, but they live for a Ubisoft game. It's comfort food. I think Ubisoft games, comfort food.
Right.
Moving on, we have the next Need for Speed game is to be developed by Criterion? Which is made about the Burnout devs. This is also rumored to be along with this, Need for Speed Heat is going to be the next. I don't know what the word would be. Xbox say it's what's the Xbox? Cross-platform, smart play. Is it smart play?
They do smart delivery.
Smart delivery. So obviously PlayStation, their word salad will be next. Tomorrow will be. I don't know what it's going to be, but we all know what everyone's trying to say. Put it in your PlayStation 5, your PS4 game. It's going to make it look pretty. And
I hope they have that right.
They said that at the Cerny thing. It's called PS4 Legacy Mode. If you guys remember, like that drawing they had with like inside the thing, there was like PS4 Pro Legacy and then PS4 Legacy. So I mean, they'll probably call it something along those lines.
We've never had this. We've never had a discussion about racing games. Like, where do we all stand on racing games? Like, do we like racing games?
I like kart racing games. I know I talk about that a lot.
I like racing games. I just don't play them a lot.
No.
I can get into them when they're good, right? Like Forza Horizon, I think it was 2. I got like super into because that was like an open world and it had like the checkbox thing that traditional open worlds have, but it was just like inside a racing game, and that hooked me for like a while.
The Horizon games are really awesome.
I'm not a fan of these open world racing games. So I think ever since my all-time favorite racing game of all time is Need for Speed Underground 1. And it was race after race after race after race. You stop, you mod your car, you do another race. Then Need for Speed 2, Underground 2 got open world. All these games are open world. I'm not a fan. I don't want to drive to here to here. I don't know why I don't like that in racing games. I'm not a fan of open world racing games.
I'm not a fan of like traditional racing games, so yeah.
I like the more arcadey stuff.
Yeah, I like the Need for Speed. What was the one before Heat? What was it called?
Paradise?
No, Need for Speed. It was. They tried to be like Fast and the Furious.
Oh, that one where you like actually got out the car and there's like quick time events.
I never got that far, but yeah, most likely.
No, oh, okay. I remember that one. Actually, maybe that wasn't even a Need for Speed game. I don't know. They all kind of blend together.
We're breezing through this news, boys. This is the best news. This is the news that I want more than anything else in the whole world. This is what I've wanted for 3-4 years now. We are
NAC 3.
Sure. Following trusted reports that Mass Effect Trilogy is finally being remastered for current gen consoles. Please.
I don't believe it until I see it.
I want it so bad. I want it so bad.
You just see it in that store. I go and I will believe it. Until I could buy it, I don't believe it.
I want to play Mass Effect 1 because I never played it. I played 2 and 3. Never played 1.
You gotta play 1.
I remember.
One's great.
I remember getting
I hope
2.
they go back and change the combat of 1.
I believe they'll make it a bit better. I remember playing 2
hope.
for the sake of it. I was like, everyone's on about this Mass Effect 2. I'll just get it, and I got it. I played it for 15 hours a day for about 5 days. Best game. One of the best Xbox 360 games I ever played.
One of the greats, man.
Definitely, 100%, 100%. So we're all in agreement. We want this game.
Yeah.
I won't buy it.
Daniel won't. Daniel doesn't really play games.
I already played the game.
This is a trilogy that I'd like to play again.
Yeah, I would love to go through and platinum this. That's my dream right there. I love this series overall. My one problem with this though is that they're saying fall 2021 or 2020, so like this fall. Don't put it out in the fall when a bunch of other games are coming out. I prefer this come out at like a dead time, right? When I have time to play through all 3 of these games. I don't want it to come out in the fall with all these other games coming out. But I mean, worst comes to worst, it'll just be sitting on my back burner for a while.
The diehard fans will play it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
A lot of people buy it. It'll sell hella.
Our last piece of news is a Daniel piece of news. It's time for the Overwatch overview from Daniel Navarrete.
Oh, you got it right.
Yeah, baby.
Got my last name right. Okay, so this is all for me. Okay, so I'm gonna take it back just a second. Okay, so last year in the Overwatch League, they had introduced a bunch of new teams. They didn't expand anything for this season, but they introduced, I think it was like eight new teams, and one of them was the Vancouver Titans. They crushed it last year. They didn't end up winning the season last year, but they crushed. They dominated everyone for like 3 seasons, basically. 3 like chunks. And one of their biggest DPS players, his name was Haxel. He's like the greatest Genji player in the world. And they kind of disbanded at the end of last year, and the Vancouver Titans just suck right now. Most of those players, I don't even know where they went.
The Vancouver Titans, I can't get over it.
What's
Such
wrong
a
with
great name. No, it's a great name.
Yeah, I mean, it's the city and the Titans, right?
Looking terrifying.
So this week, my team, New York Excelsior.
That's your team?
This is my favorite team, the New York Excelsior. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They signed Axel, the team, be a DPS player. So now we have the
drama.
Well, he hasn't been playing, but now we have the greatest Genji in the world.
The greatest.
It's pretty awesome.
Genji in the world.
And the least
Genji. Is that a character in Overwatch?
Genji. You never played Overwatch?
No.
Oh my god.
Genji's really cool. Genji's really cool. He's like a ninja.
Overwatch is a great game.
No interest. Only multiplayer.
You need to
give me a story.
Overwatch 2. Story's coming, baby.
Yeah, the story's coming.
I can't believe
that's pretty much it. That's all, man.
I would love a wacky little story around that gorilla and that girl with the roller skates.
Doesn't have roller skates.
Who has roller skates? Moving on.
Doesn't the girl have roller skates?
Oh, she doesn't.
I think she has roller skates.
She doesn't have roller. Moving on.
I would know, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
For new releases and new dates, very slow, and my headphones keep messing up. We have new releases and new dates. So we have Desperado 3 for PS4 and Xbox One for PC on the June the 16th. We have
the game looks pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
No.
Top down, like Western. Pretty cool.
This was at like the Xbox thing, right?
One
of them.
Maybe. Definitely, it was shown off recently. I don't remember where.
For the next and final one, this disintegration for the PS4 and Xbox One and PC on the June the 16th as well. Now I've seen very small snippets of this. Is this is it just multiplayer game or?
There's a campaign.
I believe there's a campaign. Yeah, I played the beta for this.
Okay. This is the guy that was one of the directors of Halo. He was a part of Bungie forever. He directed, I think, Halo Reach, and this is like his own studio. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Did you like it, Sims or Connor?
Yeah, when I played the beta for it, no, it controlled like shit when I was on the beta. Wow. Yeah, there's this weird like flying mechanic that you have to do. It's like this machine you go in.
It's like an RTS, right?
You can order like guys around, right? So you're playing in first person, and you can like point and like put a spot over somewhere to like order other guys to go there. That was fine, but just the gun control and the movement in general felt like shit. Like the flying, it felt so bad when I was playing it. I hated it. The shooting felt fine. It was sort of Halo-y a little bit, but yeah, I did not get a good impression off the beta.
Okay, I'll be curious to the reviews.
I've seen a couple of reviews. It's not doing too well.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
So finally,
it was nice to see IP.
Finally, we'll end with a bet because we did the game at the beginning.
Okay. Yeah.
So last week's bet was: how many Pokemon are there in total? Connor guessed with a smooth 1,250.
I gotta be right?
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Daniel with a astonishing 891, and me with a cool 810.
The reason why that astonishing isn't there?
A little bit. Daniel, would you do the honors?
Yeah. So I'm gonna give a shout out to this website, Pokemon. So if anybody loves Pokemon, go to Cerebi, SEREBII.net, Cerebi.net. They're awesome. They have everything. They have ways to breed and all the Pokedexes. They're just Pokemon website. Really great.
Nerd shit.
Yeah, of course.
Shut up,
Went on their website. There has been 890. It was off by one.
Wait, there's
over.
890?
890, yeah.
I love that you can't go over these rules, man.
And your winner.
Daniel gets fucked by it again.
It hurts my soul that I was off by one.
Oh, that's great.
Your winner.
Hilarious.
And Pokemon champion of the world.
Would it? So, like, in, like, 2 weeks, when the DLC's released, Daniel would be right? Because there's no Pokemon in it?
No, there's no... Oh, wait, yeah, you would be. How many more? Is it 2 more?
In 2 weeks. 2 weeks later.
Just 2 more.
It's just the series.
The winner and the Pokemon champion of the world. Me. This week's bet,
Good job,
boys.
Sims.
It's the easiest bet in the world. What's the Metacritic score for The Last of Us 2?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm curious what you guys think.
Who gets to go first?
I'll go first. 9.8.
Trouble, what do you think?
98.
What'd you say?
98.
98. 98. That's 100%. Like going to be like the fifth highest rated game of all time.
Yeah, there are very few games.
This is getting 10s across the board.
100%, you think?
IGN 10. GameSpot
I'm going
10.
Very high too.
Us 10.
I don't mean to shit on you, but I was going to go 97, so I'm still going to go 97. I think it's going to be a little bit higher than the first Last of Us. I think Last of Us 1 is at 95. So yeah, I think it's going to be this is going to be the game.
I'm saying 92.
92. I like it. We'll see.
I think it's going to be like anything. If your game is a 90 or above, like you're one of the greats. You know what I mean? Like
it's a must play if you're a 90 or above. Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to hate for it saying it's a 92. I don't think it's going to score as well as the first game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be higher. It's too much, right? Neil Druckmann, he's going hard with this. They've been working on this since Uncharted 4 now. There's so much going into this. It's going to be great. I can't fucking wait.
And Daniel, you said 92. I didn't even hear you.
Yeah, you said 92.
Very professional.
Sorry. 92.
Right then, boys. That's it. What a nice, smooth, transitional show with no interruptions.
That was episode
18 in the bag.
Books, yeah.
Fantastic.
Cat interrupted us.
So
yeah, look at this. What's the cat's name?
His name's Trouble.
Trouble? That's really his name?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
He's Trouble. Trouble thinks Last of Us 2 is going to be a 99.
Oh, Trouble's right. I'm going to change my answer to 99.
Trouble wins.
Yeah,
me and Trouble. Following him.
He's never around.
So then, guys, from me to Trouble to Daniel to Connor, we say thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Don't forget to tell your grandma. Stay safe.
Tell your fucking
Stay safe. Be better to each other. Don't be a prick. On that note, good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.